Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today for another live video. I had only gotten one done last weekend. I was creating and cutting for my Super Saturday event, which is this coming Saturday, so in just a couple days. And so, you know, sometimes I just run out of time. It doesn't mean I don't want to do videos. It just means I have run out of time. So I'm back today, and what I want to talk to you about is our suite sale that we're having this month. It's a BOGO sale where you buy one suite or suite item and then get a second suite or suite item at half off. Now, this applies to any products that are part of our suites. Now, there's two ways to do this. You can order extras. Well, let me tell you, there's not really two ways, but let me tell you how to do this strategically to get you the most savings. Okay, I am all about savings, and I want you to save as well. So before I get into what we're going to do today, let me show you some examples. So we have several suites in our new catalog. We also have some suites that are online. Those are also included. Now, for example, we have our beautiful gallery suite, which is one of our mega suites, which means it has two bundles. We've got designer paper, we have an embossing folder, we have dots, and we have ribbon. So this has a lot of product. It is also $139.25. All right, but I'm going to show you this suite today. It's gorgeous. Now, if you wanted to max out your savings, I would suggest getting another suite that you might not already have. We have another mega suite called Florals in Bloom. It's $122. It's a little bit less, so your second item will be the half off item. This suite doesn't have quite as much, but it has two bundles. It has some in-color dots and some designer series paper. Excuse me. I haven't talked to anybody this morning yet. I can get my voice warmed up. Now, if you were to purchase the beautiful gallery suite, and then you were to order the Florals in Bloom suite, that would give you this suite at half off. So it's $122, which would be $61.25. So it's over a $60 value you're getting for free. Now, if you were to order this, and then you wanted an extra pack of this designer paper, if that is all in the same order, this designer paper will be half off and not this suite. So you need to think about that when you're placing your order, because I want you to get the most bang for your buck. So if you want two suites, just order those suites. Now you can add cardstock or markers or blends or embellishments that are not part of a suite, or even ribbons that aren't part of a suite. Just make sure it's not part of a suite if you're ordering two suites. That way you get your second suite half off. Okay? Now you can also order bundles in a suite. Maybe you don't want this whole suite. Maybe you just want this Gallery Blooms bundle. All right, you can order that. And let's say you want to order, what's our next suite in the list? You want to order the Kintsugi Inspiration Suite. Now you would pay full price for this suite, and then you would get this bundle half off. But let's say you don't want this whole suite. Maybe you just want this bundle, which is the stamp set and dies. That is $42.25. And then this bundle, Gallery Blooms bundle, is $53. So you would pay full price for $53, and then you pay half price for this $42 bundle. If you order this and this bundle and these embellishments all separate, the embellishments are going to be your half off item. So just be aware, and it doesn't matter, you can order two different bundles or 4 different bundles, and then you order some paper, ribbon, embellishments, and something else. All your lower priced items are going to be half off. So if you're going to do that, I would suggest doing your higher priced items in one order and then doing all your lower priced items in another order. I worked with a customer yesterday and told her how this works, and so we ended up not ordering the bundles yet, or the suites, and we're just ordering a bunch of the smaller items that she needed several of. So make sure to be strategic when you're writing out your orders or thinking about your orders. Okay, I think that's explaining how all the suite sale works. It will go on through the end of the month and while supplies last. So if something runs out in a suite, you are not going to be able to order that suite. So I would suggest ordering the suites first, if that's what you want, and then maybe placing a second order for smaller items. Because if on this mega suite, if this designer paper runs out, the whole suite runs out. So you won't be able to order in bulk like that. So your best deal at savings is to get these full suites while they're still available, and then later order some of the smaller items. That's just my 2 cents. Okay, so, excuse me, today we're going to make a card, very simple card, but very elegant, using the beautiful gallery suite. I love this. We have 2 pages of all different great samples. I just think this is so pretty. We have 2 bundles. Now today I'm using the stamp set here and this die set. So you can interchange them. I don't have this die set right here to show you today. It's packed up for my Super Saturday class. But I will show you everything else. But you can see that, and I'll do a project with that later. And then it comes with this gorgeous paper. I'm going to give you a closer look. A damask embossing folder, and which I think is packed up as well. We have some Pressfill Hour dots and some beige ribbon. Okay, let's first, here's our stamp set. You can get a good look. This one has all the sentiments. Also has a couple little background images. But I love these sentiments. I got lots of different ones. And then we have the Gallery Blooms, which is all florals. Very pretty. And then this is the die set that goes with the beautiful motifs. And the die that we're using is this one. It cuts out 2 frames at the same time. We also have, no, not the beautiful motifs. This is the Gallery Blooms bundle. I'm not using this stamp set. This one goes with this because it cuts out the images. It also cuts out extra pieces that you can use with your stamped images. So lots of elements in there. I am using this frame today. Now I've already die cut, but I'm going to show you, this cuts out 2 frames. So I'll show you the 2 frames. Let's get that in there. This is the ribbon. It's a basic beige classic ribbon. It's nice and thin, great for tying bows. We have these floral pressed flower motifs, which are just little like kind of imprinted embellishments. Very pretty. And then here's the paper. This is gorgeous. We have some awesome scenery and florals. Seaside, we're using this one today. No, not this one, but I'll show you a card made with that. That floral. We have a lot of the new Secret Sea colors in here. We're going to use this one today. This one reminds me of kind of old-fashioned wallpaper. A landscape. That reminds me of Tuscany for some reason. This beautiful rose print. I love that one. I think that's so cool. We have another one that looks like an antique wallpaper. Another landscape, and then this one looks like wallpaper as well. I just think they're just pretty subtle patterns. And then here's the backs. We have some whitewash. There's a map. for your masculine cards. Here's another one. That one's got a light wallpaper motif. I love that one. I just love these type of sketched images. Little ombre look. I call them wallpaper prints. That's just what I call them. Here's another one, wallpaper. Gosh, that one too I love. And oh, I guess I missed this. This was on, it was supposed to be, it's that one, and then this jar or vase of flowers goes on with that, this side, the bold side. There's a bold side and a subtle side. Okay. So our project today, we are going to take basic beige, and a half sheet, we're just gonna fold that in half. And then I've die cut the frame from Secret Sea. And so it cuts out these two frames and then this little centerpiece. So I don't use that. I put that in my scrap box because we might use it later. I'm not using the smaller frame right now. I'm going to show you something I did with that in a minute. I'm going to use the larger frame. Now this is pretty big. It goes almost, it's over 5 1/4, like 5 3/8. So it just fits on a standard card front. It's also shorter though. So if you don't want this extra piece, just trim your card down, make it a little less deep. But I am going to use this because that's where I'm going to stamp my sentiment. All right. And then this is the paper. Now I have trimmed off a little bit of it. This is 6 by 6, so I trimmed a little bit off the bottom, a little bit off here. First I cut 2 inches off the top. I'm going to use that for my envelope. And then I've cut this down to 3 1/4 by 5. So I trimmed a little bit off this side because I think the right side's a little more interesting. And that's going to make it large enough that it's going to fit behind my frame. And then it frames that beautiful landscape with the cliff. There's a little boat down in the water. I love this paper. All right. Before I stamp, or before I glue, we're going to stamp. Always stamp before gluing. So I'm using Secret Sea, and then I'm using the Thinking of You sentiment. And I'm just going to stamp this right down at the bottom. We don't have a whole lot of room. It's got to be a narrow sentiment. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive there, just so I can center this. And hold that in place while I put the rest of the adhesive on the back. I've got seal adhesive on me. I'm all sticky. Alright, so I'm leaving the same amount of room at the top as we're going to have on our sides. But you could pop that up as well. I'm just going to put it down flat. And then let's grab just a couple of these, a small and a large of our dots. I'll put my large right there. I'm going to put my small right next to it. Well, I might scoot those over just a hair. Okay, and that's all I'm doing for my card. I just think this is the prettiest, simple layout, perfect for a masculine card, because they don't always need a whole lot. Let me show you one that I did with the boats in the background as well. I think this is just such gorgeous paper, and I like to let the paper do the talking. It doesn't need a whole bunch of frou-frou stuff if your paper is solid right there. Now, with the smaller frame that we die cut, I cut up the large floral pattern from the designer paper. It was this one right here. I cut it at 4 inches and then I cut 2 inches so I could get 3. This one ended up not having any flower in it, so I didn't use this one, but I used these 2, and then I had that extra strip that I cut out of the top, and then I just stuck them behind there to make a little element for cards, or I used these, really I made 6 of them for my tags for door prizes this month, because I hate to waste, and I thought that was really beautiful. Just such a simple little tag too. If you don't want to look at the back, you could put this on another piece of Secret C. You could have it open up. You could use it as a card element, whatever you want to do. Super easy to do, and just using small scraps of designer paper. Okay, that, and then with our envelope, you could do the back. Oh, it's got that pretty treetops, the sketch trees I like. You can cut, now this is 2 inches, got a teeny bit of tree, but I'm not worried about it. I would just cut this little bit off your envelope and then round it off. Let me kind of show you real quick. As long as you have at least 2 inches of paper, and cut that 2 inches before you cut the smaller sizes, because you need that 6-inch length to cover the whole envelope flap. And I know some of you have seen me do this before. First I'm going to trim off the extra from this side, extra paper, and now we're going to trim off. I'm going to round this as I trim off a little bit of envelope flap. Just trim that up, rounded. And there's still plenty of adhesive on your flap. And now you have a beautiful coordinating flap to go in your envelope. Who doesn't want decorated envelopes? I love them. All right, I hope you enjoyed our project today. I didn't go all the way down. I will post measurements and supplies on my blog. I'm hoping to get more videos done for Saturday and Monday. Big event on Saturday, so I don't guarantee it, but we're gonna try our best. I've decided not to give myself too much stress. I've had a lot of stress lately by forcing myself to do things when I don't have time. So I'm gonna try to get those done this week, and then I should be back to being back on schedule. So thanks everybody for stopping by today. We are, okay, it almost looks on my phone like we're not, no, we're okay. I think we're okay. If this is sideways, I apologize. We've got, oh, hi Sue. We have Cindy. We've got Paige. Got a few people watching today. So thanks everybody for checking in, and I will see you all. If I am sideways, I apologize. I was like, I don't know. I feel like this went sideways. But when I put it up on my thing and started it, we were good. So I don't know. Either way. All right. Thanks everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.